All right, my friends, welcome back to another V-Rising video. We are going to be talking about Solaris on Brutal Mode. Now, this one is really tricky, if I'm being honest. Solaris overall, whenever he used to be a shard boss before Gloomrot, was one of my favorite fights in the entire game. He's really fun. On Brutal Mode, however, he is very difficult, especially because his attack speed, the rate at which he attacks you, is much higher. His projectiles fly more. There's more of them, and yeah, overall he's just really tough. He's a tough fight. I will say, in my opinion, I find him significantly easier in the second phase. So really, to me, his whole first phase before he bubbles is harder. Once he summons the angel. So before he has the angel, it's really straightforward and easy. But after he summons the angel, it can get very difficult very quickly. So we're going to talk about the spell choice that I have here. These are my preferred spells for this. Double Barrier is super, super nice. He just has so many projectiles. It's really nice to be able to reflect them back. You'll see how much damage you can do with Frost Barrier specifically. And Chaos Barrier is really nice. One thing to consider, whenever he's in his bubble phase, once he gets to the bubble, that's like your most important thing to consider, right? Once he gets to the bubble, getting him to bubble, which means you take him down by 100% HP, then it becomes a little bit easier to deal with. Obviously, there's a bunch of lasers being shot down from the sky, and you have to deal with the angel. But overall, it's just so much simpler because the angel's health pool isn't all that high, and you kind of just have to deal with him and dodge the lasers. It's more of a dodging game. It can still be dangerous, don't get me wrong. But for me, I would say just getting him to the bubble is the hardest part of the entire fight, in my opinion. So I'm using Chaos Barrage just to do a bunch of damage to him. You can use other things if you want to, but I'm just going to use Chaos Barrage. One thing to note on this is instead of opening up with a Chaos Barrage, I actually like to save it until whenever to the point where he starts to summon the angel, so that I can just try to get him through the angel phase as fast as I possibly can. And then another thing to consider is during the angel phase, if you're finding it hard to deal with both of these because the angel likes to fly, I keep pressing the wrong button. Angel likes to fly outside the arena here, and if you don't have the range for it, it's just kind of like, okay, cool, what am I supposed to do here? And you're kind of dodging. One thing you can do is you can actually, whenever he goes into the bubble phase, you can actually quickly swap to Chaos Volley. Little daunting, I will say, if you're not, comfortable doing that. But you can swap to Chaos Volley and just start pounding at the angel from long range. And then once the angel's down, you can quickly swap back to Chaos Barrier. You want 2 barriers for him, in my opinion, for the whole fight. It just makes things way, 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 way easier with all the attacks he does. So anyway, I'm going to get this fight started here. Just keep in mind, what all the things I'm saying. So, oh, and again, sorry, here's my equipment here. So you can just use that with, look at that and use what you'd like here. So, all right, so let's go ahead and get started.
With the power of luminance, I'll make quick work of you.
All right, so we can, this is why we use barriers here, because if we stand close to him, he just does that. You can dodge it, dash through this,
Your end is nigh.
and we're gonna go ahead and charge up our barrier here. Oh, dash through that. And by the way, if you stand far away from him, like this in this first phase, he'll actually, he won't use his melee attacks. All right, so for this here, you want to stay as far away as possible, and there's a little spot right about on the edge of these two things that makes it a little easier to dodge them. All right, we're gonna go ahead and use this. Oh, got hit anyway. Dash through. And he's probably about to go into bubble form. Hit him with everything we possibly can. Dash through. You want to stay as far away from you as you possibly can here. And all right, so about right here, we can dodge everything pretty easily. Just watch out for the angel. Very annoying. Oh, there we go. Be able to dodge that. That's pretty difficult to dodge. Whoops.
Your end is nigh.
And yep, definitely is really, really tricky at this part, honestly. This is why I like using double barriers. Ooh, scary.
Your end is nigh.
So one thing to note, also, it's not a bad idea to do a bunch of damage to the angel. Just don't kill it, because if you do, then it'll just re-heal itself. Something to note: one reason you might want to hurt the angel first, is because if Solaris heals to full, he'll come out with his bubble. So you want to do that. You can hurt the angel a little bit before him. All right, he's healing up. Let's go ahead and hit him here. All right, so stand about right here makes it a little easier to dodge everything. So it seems weird. It's just kind of like in this weird angle here. You can kind of just left, right, all these guys. And the angel evaporated instantly, but he took a lot of damage. All right, so I jumped there. We want to watch out here because he could jump on us. So he might try to jump on us here. Pistol E, really nice. There we go. Pop a potion. So we still have... Oh, that's a little difficult there. So we're going to watch for him to jump on us. We're going to hit him with an ult. There we go. Turn it real quick. Grab everything here. Again, he's really difficult. Alright, we're going to hit him with a couple of these here. Okay. And again, we're just kind of staying really far back and dodging. Alright, we're going to hit him with as much as we can. There we go. Alright. So, that's why I like to use double barriers, because he has so many things that he throws out. The melee gets really, really, really scary. If you time your barriers right, you can actually go like, he goes like 1, 2, 3, and you can immediately swap to the other one for the last hit, right? And you should be able to get both of those things and absorb them all the way. There's also, if you really want to, you can also like 1, 2, 3, and then what you need to do after you absorb the first ones, and you back up. I'm sorry, as you walk forward towards him, he'll attack, not too close, you know, about right here. The blades will split and go to your left and right. And then they go that way, and then you start walking backwards. They'll split in the back, and then you can avoid them that way. So, anyway, okay, I know it's hard to imagine all of this, but yeah. So hopefully that helps. You know, that definitely a very challenging fight. There's a lot of other options you can do to fight this. You know, there are other things you can do, but in my opinion, this is like the most consistent that I've, you know, experienced with him. So. And once you've downed Solaris, you have the ability to get the Soul Shard of Solaris, depending on what server you're playing on, as well as your next piece in the Dracula's set, which is the Shadow Moon, or the boots. So the boots for whatever you pick. So yeah, anyway, if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. If you like this kind of video content, feel free to subscribe or like the video, leave a comment, I'll reply to it most likely. And yeah, anyway, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you in the next one.